Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm getting stuff set up here. There you go. All right. So welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom and I am so glad that you're here today or tonight or whatever. It depends on where you are. We've had people from Australia and it was, I guess, the next day in the morning. So yeah, last week we had Alaska and Australia and Maine and all kinds of stuff. That was really super fun. So it'll be fun to see who shows up tonight for the live. And let's see. I'm thinking, let me look at something. Yeah, it's there. Okay. Yay! Oh, good. Australia. I'm going to have to go grab the map. I learned a lot about Australia. And let me just see if there's any way. I don't think it'll... Nope. Okay. I was trying to think. I was working on trying to make the little guys work, but I don't think they will. But welcome, Anne. And let me grab the I just printed out an Australia map and I'm learning. Hang on. Okay, here it is. Here it comes. All right. I'm learning a lot. All right, let me put this up here. We can look at that together. All right, let me flip this. And ta-da! All right, there we have Australia. So cool. All right, and I was looking, trying to figure out and learn, and so Anne said she wanted the Australian Capital Territory to be purple, and you know what? I just moved that, and I moved the. It's out in the ocean now. I may have to change that. I was moving things around, and I'm pretty sure that it just jumped out into the ocean. Hello, Lori. Welcome, welcome. So if and you can correct me. I'm assuming that the Australian Capital Territory is this right here, and this little circle that is now in the ocean. And it's not really a circle, but that's just the way the map did. And it would be purple right there. So is that correct? Hopefully it is. So you can let me know. Yeah, so there's Australia. And there is the United States. And now we've got Alaska colored in and Maine. I think I'm going to make Maine a little bit darker there. So, oh yes, and my favorite fall branch person is here as well. Welcome, welcome. Okay, not in the ocean, but Anne says that's about the right spot. Okay, so right there. Yeah, I learned all about the fact that there are states and territories in Australia. So I'm learning. Yes, and then what I'll do is, I still do think it will be funny if I take the United States and flip it upside down and put Australia here for down under, our friends down under. So that's what I'm going to do there. All right, let's see. I think that's all of that. Maybe. And last week, we made, grab them, these cards right here. And the winner was somebody that was watching on the replay, and that is Lisa. Lisa H. I know different Lisas. So anyway, and she gets to pick the one that she would like, which of these two cards. And I am behind on mailing cards. I still have some that I haven't mailed yet. Idaho. Really? Let me see. Let me check out Idaho. Look at that. Idaho. You are correct. Idaho is not colored in. Super cool, Renee. All right. Renee, what color would you like Idaho to be? You get to choose. My daughter's middle name is Renee. One of my best friends from college was named Renee, and so I gave my daughter the middle name Renee. That's fun. So you let me know what color we can do Idaho, and I'll get that colored in. I'll write it down too so I don't forget. All right. Idaho is a beautiful state. We drove through there and goodness. Max says that he was born in Georgia, so he could color in Georgia. That might have to count. I don't know, dear. All right. Yeah, I just missed that one. That's hilarious. All right. Thank you for the hearts. All right. So we talked about that. I've got one more quick show and tell, I think, and that is this card. And I made a bunch of these for. Okay. Do I have a teal? I do have a teal. Let me show. Well, let me see. Yeah. Let's see. This is kind of a teal. This is Lost Lagoon. It comes in a darker. Yeah, teal's my favorite color. Maybe like this color. I'll write that down and we'll see. So either a teal. I love teal. My favorite colors. I like blues and greens, so obviously I like teal. All right, or a light blue for Canada. Oh my goodness, for Idaho. All right, super cool. All right, let me move that back out of the way, and I'll go back and talking about this one. And yes, I made a whole bunch of these for church. They have a card ministry at church, and for Father's Day and Mother's Day, I make cards, and they send those out to the people. Yes, I think Pretty Peacock would be the right choice, Lori. Yep, that's a good teal color, I think. I love it. It's really funny because some people think it's more blue, some people think it's more green. Teals are really, really funny. My whole family we have a little argument on the teal colors. I can't remember if it's half and half or anyway, that people think it's more blue and some people think it's more green. It's really interesting, very interesting. Okay, one more time, back to the card. So for the people that have lost their mother during the year or their father during the year, so that this is their first Mother's Day or their first Father's Day without their mom or their dad, they send cards, kind of an encouragement of, hey, it's a first, and I know that's very difficult. So I was making these for that purpose, and then we put a verse in the inside. But anyway, so that was really fun. And I embossed I inked up, thank you. I inked up the, and let's see, we looked it up. Damask, maybe is how you say it, the embossing. I inked up the folder, so you can actually put the ink on the folder, and that is what, let me see, it's just, yeah, it's really, really cool. And then I used the new embossing folder there, and then that is, let's see, the floral gallery. There's so many new things. Anyway, it's one of the new ones, and so that's that. And then super interesting, I lost my mom today a year ago, and I got a card from church. They decided to pick a different one than the one that I had made, but yep, it has been 1 year ago, so really close to Mother's Day. It was just a couple days before Mother's Day. And gallery blooms, thank you. I had the gallery part right. Anyway, thank you, Anne. Yes. All right, so that is all the show and tell. We are going to be working with Pretty Florals tonight, and I thought it would just be appropriate because of Mother's Day coming up, and you may or may not still have your mom, and you may or may not be a mom, but anyway, we're going to make a Mother's Day card, and you can certainly change up the sentiment to make it something different as well. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yeah. I needed to check on my dad today to be sure he was doing okay. They were married for 62 years, I think that's right. Something like that. Yeah, a long, long time. So, okay, so what we're going to do is I went ahead and let me slide these out of the way just a little bit. I went ahead and I stamped the Happy Mother's Day. This is from a retired stamp set. I just liked the font of this particular one. And let's see what we're going to do. And of course, I'll let you guys pick out the colors. And I was thinking of doing all the same colors. And we have Azure, Afternoon, and I can't remember whether I went Blueberry Bushel or Night of Navy on that. I honestly don't remember. I have all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I was thinking of doing a bunch of those, and we could make it all blue, and we're going to put it on a blue mat like that. Okay. And let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all on here, and then I'm going to trim off. So, and I thought we would I didn't like the one that I think is supposed to be the stem for that one, so I was going to just use something like this. This is what I'm thinking, and then you guys can help me with the colors. Let me slide him over just a little bit. All right, just imagine. All right, okay. This guy, and there's a lot more to this set, but it's really cool that it's got the two, so you do an outline and then this, and these go together, these go together, these go together. So, and I used this one, and this one is all I used from that. Okay, and so these little guys, there's 3 things here, so imagine that they're in there. Okay, so something like that, and I'll take actually one of those and put it over here, and I'm going to overlap some of them. All right, let me sort of get a little bit set so you can imagine. Okay, so imagine that we've got that, so we could make it all blue, and it's going to go on a white base, like so. All right, so that is one option, all blue, kind of monochromatic. All right, now I'm going to keep this guy, that blue, but we have other options that we could do. We could make these guys purple. Okay, and let's see, we could make these guys pink. That. So let's see, where's the other, and then a purple. All right, just imagine that they're all kind of in there. So that is another option. So that will let that be option number 2. Okay, so number 1 is all blue, and then this is number 2 with the purple and the pink. And we can also change the pink out for yellow. Okay, let's see, like so. So that's option number 3. Okay, so number 3, 1, 2, 1 is all blue, 2 is the pink, 3 is the yellow, and I don't know if we could, I haven't tried this to see what if we left it some blue, mostly blue, and well, that's not bad. Okay, that's going to be option number 4, and then trade this, and this will be 5, and I hope I can remember all the ones that I just did. Okay, so this will be 5. Okay, so there's 5. So all blue is 1. The purple and pink is 2. I'm not going to remember. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we got all blue. Number 1 is all blue. All blue. And then I think we changed to pink and purple for 2, I think is what it was. Number 2, pink and purple. And then number 3, we left it with the purple and changed it to yellow. So it was yellow with the purple and blue. Number 4, we changed it to the pink. No, that's number 5. Number 5 is the pink with the blue for sure. Pink and blue only. And number 4 was possibly yellow and blue. Is that what it was? Yellow and blue. You guys can probably remember. I'm thinking it was yellow and blue. I think that's all I traded out. Like that. All right, so you let me know. Yeah, I think that was it. Okay. Did that make sense? 4 was blue and yellow. Is that what I said? 4? Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yes, okay, I think I got it right. Number 1 is all blue. Number 2 is the pink and the purple together. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is the yellow and purple. I could do it where y'all could see it, and y'all just tell me which one you like the best. I can move them around again. I'd show you them again. So number 1 is all blue. Number 2 is pink and purple. Was your extras. Number 3 is yellow and purple. Number 4 is yellow. I'm not writing any better than I was the first time. Yellow and blue. And then number 5 is the pink and blue. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that since it's in pencil, but what do you think? All right, 4. Lori's going for 4, which was the yellow and blue. Cool, which is this one right here, the one that's showing. All right, Lori's got a vote. Who else is going to do a vote? And we'll kind of put it all together. All right, Max is yellow and purple. Okay, which was not a choice. Well, we've got yellow. Yeah, we did the yellow. Yeah, yellow and purple. You're right. I'm sorry. It's number 3. Yep, Max goes number 3. So we have a vote for 3 and a vote for 1. All right, or 4. Ooh, I can't talk today. All right. Yellow and blue for Anne. Okay, looks like yellow and blue might win. Yeah, I think the splash of another color I think helps. Okay. Let's go with that one. All right, we're going to go with that. And I've got lots of extras that we can make a second card with. All right, so I think I like all that. I think we got all that right. Okay, so let me slide this guy off. And I'm going to, now the interesting thing to me is that there's not a lot of space. Like you couldn't really, is what I mean by that. There's not a lot of room to it, like attach him if you wanted to like make him stand up or something. So I'm gonna just use a little glue in my, I don't think my fine tip's working very well. And I have been working on class stuff today. So I am quite inky. We've got a class in the morning and a class in the evening. Same class, just same cards. And that is in the Treehouse. And then at the end of the month, we are going to do a card class using that new tote bundle, and it's going to be in person and it'll also be online if anybody is interested in that. However, let's see, it'll be, well, Anne might could do it. Let's see, it'll be probably about an hour earlier than right now. Anne may still be in bed. I'm not sure what time it is for her. All right. But this is a super fun bundle. Let's see did I get that up too high? That's okay. All right, and then I'm gonna put this in here. see, how should we do that? Like that maybe? Slide him over just a little more. Okay. Yep, y'all just, I have not put this together before, so this is, I just kind of cut lots and lots of pieces out. And then, so let's see here how we're gonna turn out here. That's just a very cheerful bundle. There's another one that I'm excited about that I've ordered. Let's see, right now I'm just gonna put him in the foreground. So let's see. Sticking to me. I always end up with more glue on me than the paper. And I was working on a card today and I glued it completely upside down and tried to pull it off and tried to use my glue eraser, and it didn't work. No, didn't work. Had to go to the trash can. Okay. Now I guess some people probably say, a lot of people say trash bin. We usually say trash can. All right, let's see. Wonder if I need, yeah. Well, do you say trash can or do you say trash bin? 10:25, Ann. Okay. So you could do an hour earlier then. Okay, cool. Good. Let's see if that's good enough. I'm going to tuck that, see if I can still tuck that under. Yep, okay. And then I've got some more greenery I can stick in here, possibly. Let's see. All right, it's looking good. And then there's this greenery that I haven't used that I think might just help fill in a little bit. All right, let's see. Maybe, maybe not. All right. Do you think it needs, imagine it cut off. Do you think it needs a garbage can? Okay. Aha, garbage bin. I thought so. Yeah, a garbage bin. I'm thinking it's probably a European thing as well. That's what I'm thinking. So does it need more leaves or not? Let's see if I can. That one's too big. So I can't decide if it needs more leaves on the bottom or not. And I'll trim off the excess. Do we need extra leaves, or should we leave it like so? And again, we'll trim that off. So let me know, extra leaves or leave it as is. And while you're thinking that, I will go ahead and trim these leaves or stems off. And then we'll put it on our, it doesn't look bad. The smaller ones are too full. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they are. They are very full. These little, you know, that almost looks like some kind of seaweed thing. But I'm sure it has a good purpose. Okay, so what we could probably do is I will just trim off. Let me see what we can do. Let me cut this guy. And we'll just use some pieces of it. Because it's just, I just feel like there was a little bit too much in there. Too much white was left. So maybe that, and let's see. hard time figuring out how to cover up all the white. Let's see. I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close. Okay. But I totally agree, Lori. That was a good observation. It's fun to have you guys help with this. I always love to hear your ideas. All right, what if, let's see, I did maybe still have that one. That might work. Yep, okay, good. Oh, you like it with the seaweed things. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. I didn't see your comment fast enough. Okay. Let's see. And it'll look a lot better once I trim it off. Okay. Okay. I'm glad Nancy was able to comment. Okay, now, yep, I think it looks better. It was just a little bit too much white space. Okay. There, what do you think? I like that. I think that looks good. Super cool. All right, very happy. And then we'll put this on here. And I'm glad you're able to comment. Nancy has been on the struggle bus with commenting. And it's so frustrating for her. Okay. So that is that. And then Alright, and that has the, can you see that? Let's see if the camera will get to it. Maybe, anyway. I know. Nancy, were you here when I said today is the day 1 year ago that I lost my mom? So, yep, Nancy lost hers, what, like 7 months before I lost mine. So, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Miss our moms. Nothing like a mom. All right, good. Lori says perfect. Okay. Nancy says it's still a struggle, but she can watch on the iPad and comment on her phone. Now that is some diligence and dedication. Okay, so that is the card. I think it's cute. I like it. And then on the inside, what I knew I was going to keep the blue, but I didn't know what other colors we were going to pick, so I just left it like that. This one did not stamp very well, so I turned it over. Yep, I like the fact that you usually get a second try at most things, and I'll give it a Night of Navy matte and put it on, and our card will be done for tonight, or as in Anne's case, for this morning. Alright, I got a little, there we go. So there's the inside, and there's the front. What do you think? You guys did a good job. Yep, and she lost her mom. Nancy lost her mother-in-law 2 months after she lost her mom. It was a rough year. Yeah. Yep, I agree, Lori. The yellow and blue is a good combination. I think the all blue would have been okay, but the yellow just, it really, yeah, it makes a really good combination. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, did we make it in time? Yes, we did. All right, cool beans. Okay. Still haven't figured, I'm so close to being able to highlight the comments, but it just, I'm not sure what I'm missing. There is something there. Thank you. Yep, Nancy will be in the treehouse tomorrow making those cards. And you guys think about the tote one at the end of the month and see if you want to join in and do that with us virtually. So thank you so much for watching, and let's see what else. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think I'm missing anything. I should be able to be here live next week on Thursday. Yes, Nancy, new states tonight. Idaho is our new state for tonight. Oh, 1.5 years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, Lori said, I'm going to say this out loud just because I can't highlight them. I can't pop them up on the screen, and so the people that watch the replay don't get to see what you guys are saying. So Lori lost her mom 1.5 years ago, and she lived with them for 7 years, and that makes it quite hard. Yes, I can only imagine. Yeah. My mom was about 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours away. Yep. Nancy's saying that that's very, very tough, that her mom was September 6, 2023. So, yeah, love our moms. So, oh, yeah. So it makes Mother's Days a little difficult. So, but we can think of them fondly, really, really good memories. So, 91, Lori. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. That's what a blessing. My mom was, I think she was 84. I think she was 84. Yes. A long life. Blessings of a long life is what Nancy said. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day for us anyway. It is on Sunday. So, and do you guys celebrate Mother's Day? I think Europe is a different one. Yes, Nancy says she looks forward to Mother's Day with them again, I do believe. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend, and stay safe, and create from the heart and for the heart. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, May 11th. Okay. Thank you, Anne. Good. Absolutely. Yep. Thank you so much. Yes, I got 2 kids, so I'm a mommy too. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I could do this real quick. Let me do this. I always forget to do this. Let me go back. Let me do this. Aha! There we go. Let me do this and I'll say it.